Who is Khabib's wife? In September 2019, after a fight with American Dustin Poirier, 31-year-old champion of the bloody sport Khabib Nurmagomedov became the most followed person from Russia on Instagram. It has over 16 million subscribers. But all this publicity does not extend to the personal life of the athlete. Outsiders knew almost nothing about her until recently. At his wedding in 2013, which gathered more than 3,000 people, Khabib's wife did not even show her face. There are no photos on the web. My family is a closed topic, Khabib is categorical. But with all his desire to hide this part of his life, something about her nevertheless became known. Watch this video until the end to find out what Khabib's wife looks like and how their wedding went. Well, before starting, subscribe to the DA Studio channel and click on the bell. Let's go. Khabib's people. Potamat was his first love. In a rural school, they sat at the same desk. True, only 1 year. When Khabib was in the 2nd grade, his family decided to move to Kiroval, a larger village in Dagestan. And then the Nurmagomedovs moved even further, to the capital of the republic, Makhachkala. Abdulmanap said about Potamat that this is their distant relative. She had the surname Nurmagomedova even before her marriage to Khabib. Abdulmanap describes her family as excellent, and the small Sildi families have known each other for generations. When Khabib decided to marry, he was 22. By this time, he had already moved from local leagues to the Ultimate Fighting Championship, UFC, attracted the attention of Americans with several spectacular victories, and by mid-2013 had earned a reputation as the most promising fighter according to the UFC. At this time, he returned to his native Dagestan and sent his father to Potamat's parents to get married. This is how the Russian media present this story today. But according to Khabib's father, at first the guy consulted on this topic with his grandfather. 5 or 6 girls were discussed for the role of his wife. We ended up at Potamat. The wedding was magnificent even by Dagestan standards, because everyone was invited, in the literal sense. And everyone who wishes to congratulate, let them come. This was the invitation. And since Khabib was gaining popularity very quickly, there were many applicants, more than 3,000. I had to rent a hall for 1,200 people and change the composition of the guests 3 times. The wedding cost 700,000 rubles, or $21,200 at the then exchange rate, which was not so much for such a scale. But as the Nurmagomedov family says, they were given all possible discounts as a sign of respect. All the days of the celebration, Potamat was under an opaque veil, so no one saw the bride's face. Khabib is deeply religious. He professes Islam, and according to Islamic traditions, only at home, he and his relatives can see his wife, uncovered. Husband says, "Shut up," and it closes. Her beauty should belong only to her husband. This is not today's issue. Everything was decided 400 years ago, Khabib's father said. Khabib's wife spends almost all the time at home, writes Mash. She is not on social media and there are no confirmed photos of her. The only photo in which, according to Khabib's fans, there is Potamat's face is this picture. The UFC champion has 2 children from Potamat. Daughter Fatima was born in 2015, and son Magomed was born in 2017. On the occasion of the birth of a son, according to an old tradition, the family fired from an ancient royal cannon. There is one in the regional center. In September 2019, it became known that they were expecting their 3rd child. Khabib told why he didn't take his wife with him to fights and training. "I think that the family is in the way." Cormier, Daniel Cormier, American UFC fighter, for example, takes his family with him. The last week, when he drives weight, all the time the family is nearby. It helps him. It hinders me. I think my family should stay away from this. Such secrecy did not go unnoticed by colleagues and even became the reason for another scandal with his opponents, the Irishman Conor McGregor, who on Twitter compared Khabib's wife with a towel. "You are mistaken if you think that you can insult someone else's religion and stay safe," Nurmagomedov answered him, who had previously compared Conor to a jealous wife who threatens to leave for a while, but remains. According to Khabib's father, his son has only one love and only one wife. But in the same interview with Sport Express, he said that in their family, men always had 2nd and 3rd wives after 50 years. According to the laws of the Russian Federation, polygamy is prohibited. Such marriages are not officially registered. Marriage is concluded in the presence of the mullah. If Khabib now decides to have another wife, Abdulmanap says, he will answer him, "Not at your age, it's too early, take care of the first family. But in general, I will not be against creating a 2nd and 3rd family. If the Almighty allows him to do this, why should I refuse?" Khabib's father believes. Friends, how do you feel about Khabib Nurmagomedov? Write in the comments. If you liked the video, please like, subscribe to the channel and click on the bell. We are interested. Have a nice day everyone.